Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to BVI Market Connect. I am Natasha Chalwell, Deputy Director of Tourism, and I'm delighted to have you join us for today's session. This platform is designed to strengthen our connections and provide you with opportunities within our source markets, and we're thrilled to have you here. Today, we're joined by Shonda and Hazel, representing our business development team in the North American market, and they'll be sharing key insights and opportunities for engagement within the Northeast, Midwest, and Canadian markets today. At the end of the presentation, there will be an opportunity to ask questions via the chat, and we encourage you to do so. Additionally, we'll be providing their contact details so you can connect directly with them after the session. As a reminder, this webinar series takes place every Tuesday at 12 noon up until May. So be sure to join us each week as we continue to explore valuable opportunities together. We will continue with our North American BDM team next week, so please join us for part 2 of this presentation. Let's get started. Ladies, over to you.
Thank you, Natasha. A pleasant good afternoon, everyone from New Jersey. Good afternoon. I'm so delighted to have this opportunity to present the Northeast region. So bear with me as I try to share my screen. All right, there we go. Let's just do it from the beginning. You guys can see that okay? All right.
Yes, we can.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we welcome you to collaborate and grow in this vibrant region where I reside for nearly 30 years. Again, my name is Shonda Madura, and I have served as the Business Development Manager for the Northeast region of the British Virgin Islands Tourist Board and Film Commission for almost 10 years. I am deeply committed, that's me, I am deeply committed to showcasing the beauty and unique offerings of my homeland. Born and raised in the BVI, my passion for tourism stems from my family's longstanding involvement in the industry. The importance of the Northeast region, it actually comprises of 8 states in the US. We've got New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire, and last but not least, Vermont. And the region typically accounts for 30 to 40% of all US visitors to the British Virgin Islands. The Northeast region is particularly important due to its high population density, affluence, and proximity to the Caribbean, making it a key focus for tourism marketing efforts. The Northeast experiences harsh winters. It could be pretty brutal, driving demand for warm weather escapes during the colder months. The BVI's tropical climate and year-round appeal make it an ideal destination for Northeast travelers seeking a winter getaway. And in terms of key markets within the Northeast, you've got New York, the largest source of travelers known for high spending and interest in luxury and exclusivity. Then you've got Boston, affluent professionals and families seeking relaxation and adventure. And in New Jersey, where I reside, you've got suburban families and couples looking for upscale vacations. And not to mention, but these 3 key markets within the Northeast, they each have a major airport hub. You've got JFK International Airport, you've got Boston Logan International Airport, and of course, Newark Liberty International Airport. Now, how best to work with the Northeast region? Join us at travel trade shows, expos, and networking events in the Northeast to showcase your business and build some amazing connections. If you can't join physically, for a minimal fee, you can provide brochures and promotional items for distribution. Trip giveaways, we certainly always welcome them. You know, this helps to collect a database that's shared with you, but most importantly, it maximizes the impact of these events and further incentivizes attendance. Budget permitting, the BVI Tourist Board would match it with complimentary round-trip airfare. Then you can also do hosting of travel agents, media, and influencers on fam trips to experience your offerings firsthand and promote them to their audiences. Some travel agents have a very loyal clientele who only book where they themselves have actually personally experienced. Media and influencers create such compelling content showcasing their personal BVI experience, which they leverage to promote the destination to their extensive client base. Such valuable opportunities for the BVI to gain exposure within a key target market. And then, of course, participate in organized webinars. I actually just did one this week. No, it was last week actually, with one of our partners, MailPound, to their database. And I had an industry partner as a guest, and the response was overwhelming. You can also participate in sales calls and presentations aimed at reconnecting and educating travel agents about not just the BVI, but your offerings. Currently, there are quite a few remaining activities in the Northeast in 2025 that we, of course, welcome our industry partners to collaborate and grow in the Northeast. Now, bear with me because I have quite a few that I'm going to share with you. So coming up, we've got the New Jersey American Society of Travel Advisors Spring Trade Show in Tonawanda, New Jersey on April 16th, and then their Fall Trade Show on October 29th. I personally think this is one of the largest ASTA trade shows in the Northeast that attracts 150 to 180 travel agents and 80+ suppliers. It's an opportunity where you would get to connect with travel agents, not just in New Jersey, but also New York, and sometimes they even come from Pennsylvania. And it's such a great opportunity to promote and raise awareness of your business to them. Then we've got next in June, the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix on June 7th through the 8th, taking place on Governor's Island in New York. And as the exclusive Caribbean destination sponsor, the BVI Tourist Board will activate at this high-profile event. It's the final stop of SailGP's 4-race American circuit, set against the iconic backdrop of Lower Manhattan. And we'll be showcasing the BVI and engaging with as many as 10,000+ attendees. Then on June 24th, we've got BVI presentation and hosting professional travel agents of North America, New Jersey chapter dinner meeting. So this is a dinner meeting that we will be hosting. It's exclusive to the BVI, and it's in Seagirt, New Jersey. And we're anticipating about 40 to 60 travel agents. On August 17th, this is a fun activity. It's for consumers, it's for the diaspora. It's the Newark Caribbean Festival in Newark, New Jersey, a vibrant celebration of all things Caribbean right in the heart of downtown Newark, which is the largest city in New Jersey, paying homage to the rhythms, flavors, and traditions of the Caribbean. Then in September, we've got the 54th Newport International Boat Show in Newport, Rhode Island. And that's on September 11th through the 14th. It's a Thursday through a Sunday, one of the largest and most prestigious boat shows in the US, spanning over 13 acres of historic Newport Harbor. I always say if I don't retire and come home, Newport is it for me. It's such a beautiful area, so pretty. It reminds me a lot of the BVI. 40,000 plus attendees. That's more than the population of the BVI, and 500 plus exhibitors. Then in September, I'm almost there, but we still have a few to go. Then in September, we've got the Fairfield County Travel Show in Fairfield, Connecticut. That's on September 28th. On October 19th, we've got Dream Destination Travel Shows in Springfield, Massachusetts. That's a tongue twister. An opportunity to interest discerning travelers in the area to vacation in the beautiful BVI. On October 27th, we've got the Alliance of Westchester Travel Agencies Fall Trade Show in New Rochelle, and that's in New York in the Bronx. And last but not least, we've got the Travel Agents of Suffolk County, their 27th annual trade show. That's out in Suffolk County, out in Long Island in Holtsville, New York, and that's on November 12th. I know I've given you an earful. It's a lot. But if any of these appeal to you or you'd like additional information, please, I'd love to work with you. We'd love the opportunity to collaborate. Do not hesitate to contact me. So together, with all that said, together, let's build a long-term relationship. Let's maintain open and consistent communication with me to stay updated, not just on market trends, but also opportunities in the Northeast. View me as not just a resource, but fostering a collaborative and mutually beneficial relationship here in the Northeast. In addition to the remaining activities that I just shared with you, which by the way are subject to change, and sometimes, other opportunities do come about. So there may be some additional opportunities for you to collaborate in the Northeast. But I just shared, some activities with you, but budget permitting, we can also collaborate on exclusive events that would showcase your business. For example, just last month, we collaborated with an industry partner and did a 3-day Northeast Roadshow, which generated immediate bookings. So based on this success, we've tentatively scheduled for next year's Roadshow with plans to actually expand to additional Northeast markets. So thank you. My colleague Hazel Penn. Hazel, I hope you're ready. She will now present the Midwest and Canada markets. And at the conclusion, as Natasha mentioned earlier, we'll have questions and answers. So thank you, and I'll turn it over to Hazel.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, depending on where you are. Thank you very much, Shonda. I am Hazel Penn. I'm the North America team member responsible for the critical Midwest and Canadian markets. These markets, which I currently live in Chicago, Illinois, are prominent to our growth and sustainability. I've worked in the industry for the past 3 decades and enjoy engaging with guests and potential guests from these source markets. The present slide that you're seeing here gives you a little detail about my experiences. I've been with the board over 30-odd years. I have successfully opened our Southeast and Mid-Atlantic offices in 1998 and 2004. I spent 11 years in Atlanta, overseeing the Southeast, and 5 years in the Mid-Atlantic region, overseeing the office there. And then in 2009, I moved to New York, and I continue overseeing those offices. Even though they closed the offices in those regions, I still were responsible for those regions, including the Northeast and Canada. And currently, I'm actually overseeing just the Midwest and Canada. And during my time in Atlanta, I serve as one of the committee members under CTO Atlanta organization when it did exist. And in the Mid-Atlantic, I serve on the Caribbean Heritage Month Committee, where we actually did different presentations on the region and so forth. So I had that opportunity. And I also had that opportunity while I was in Atlanta to present at a conference that was organized by the Southern Center for International Studies. And during my year in university, I also had the opportunity to serve on the committee, the White House White Paper on Tourism. So that was a really great experience. The Western region comprises of 12 states. You can slide. Next slide, please. Which there are 5 primary and 7 secondary states. The 5 primary states are Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, and Indiana. The secondary states are Kansas, Wisconsin, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, North Dakota, and South Dakota. As the second to third leading market for the destination visitors' arrivals, it is hoped that the current push in the market will increase the arrival number. Having attended several events in the secondary states in the past 3 years, I can say there will be an uptick and strong interest from Missouri, Kansas City, and Wisconsin states. In Canada, Ontario and Quebec continue to be the dominant markets for visitor arrivals to the destination, with Western Canada, Vancouver, and Calgary slightly increasing. Further on, we will see the importance of these regions to the destination. The Midwest and Canadian markets are crucial for our growth and sustainability. They contribute significantly to our visitor arrivals and key influences in the industry. Understanding this, we reaffirm the value of our investment in these areas and the importance of the support of our marketing efforts. As part of the Great Lakes and other lakes, these regions are the perfect location to attract 2 key niches for the destination: sailing and diving enthusiasts. Not only those, but also fishing, romance, and family travel. Therefore, the objective is to continue with the leading strategies and goals to build, increase, and maintain our long-term market share in these markets. We will continue targeting yacht clubs, sailing schools, dive clubs. Actually, I was at a dive store last year, and I had a photo op with one of the owners, and he actually posted the photo on his Facebook page, and it received numerous likes and a lot of comments. A lot of people actually wanted him to actually add the British Virgin Islands as the next trip for the group. And we also continue to work with the company Lincoln Pack Young Professionals to target the young professionals here in Chicago. We also continue to do travel trade events with associations and organizations. We also target the travel agent market and also the travel agent clients through the travel agents events that they put on. And we also work with our tour operators. We go out and do calls with them and so forth. So that's helped us in strengthening our presence in this market. Next slide. Your active participation is not just welcome in the Midwest and Canadian markets, it's critical. We invite you, our partners, to participate in our planned activities. Your involvement will enhance our efforts, allow us to execute more activities, increase our market visibility as a destination, and increase your product awareness. Both target markets are interested in packages, incentives, to interest them in booking the destination. We must do more to influence the decision of those shopping for the experience and your active involvement is key to this. As partners, we hope you will provide more support in the following ways: by providing dive packages, especially when I go to the dive shops and presenting the destination. I actually did a presentation to a dive shop in Ohio last year, and the gentleman emailed in December asking for packages. I didn't have any packages at the time, so I wasn't able to provide packages, but because I reached out, some of the partners did share packages, and I was able to share those packages with the dive shop. Also, it's really good if we get complimentary nights to give away at yacht clubs events that we sponsor, to travel agents as well. Participation costs in events, we invite you to come and join us in those events, and also at trade shows, providing commission to bookings when agents book your product. It's a really great incentive for them to continue to book the destination, because they've really appreciate being awarded. Gift cards to give away during our BVI specialist program training, gift card to award during webinar training as well. And we do invite you to actually join us on at those events. And also packages and to promote, to influence those individuals. I've noticed going out and doing different shows, a lot of individuals come up and said, we've been there, we love it, we've been back in X amount of years. And I think we need to have a campaign to actually target that market to get them coming back to the destination. Staying updated on changes in the local industry and our partners' product is not just important, it is vital. It is a clear sign that we are connected and working in tandem. This mutual exchange of information keeps us informed and prepare, and ensures we are always on the same page, working towards our common goals. Next slide. As all partners, you play a crucial role in our marketing plan. You are the owners of the products we are trying to influence the consumers and travel agents from these regions to experience. Joint promotion shows camaraderie and help our dollars stretch to more and reach our target audience. It is also vital to have packages to distribute and promote at these events to influence the target market decisions. We are strengthening what we both are working on achieving. Thanks for the support from those partners who join our webinars, training, and other events. Here are the engaging events planned for the year, and we hope you can join us in the following activities. I have Lunch and Learn coming up tomorrow, actually, and it's with Crystal Cruises. As I said, we work with our industry partners, cruise ships. We have a lot of the cruise ship partners that have BDMs in my region, and I'm working with them to do different engagement to talk about the destination and what the cruise ship does, and when they visit the destination, to the travel agent market. I'm planning to do some sales blitzes in the summer. And coming up in November, we're going to be having in Chicago our major roadshow. So we are looking forward to your support when we do send out the information for that. We're going to be doing some BVI specialist program training as well. And we do invite our partners to come on and talk about their products. And there are a number of other events that we hope to have planned. I'm actually working with 3 travel agents in the Midwest to put on 3 events. One is going to be at a yacht club. One is going to be like a rum tasting to get a particular group that she's working with interested in the destination. And also, I'm going to be working with a dive company to do a dive evening to engage their clients. So doing it as a unit is a win, and I'm looking forward to your partnership. And I thank you. And now we will entertain any questions that you may have.
Okay, thank you so much, Hazel, and thank you so much, Shonda. At this time, we will ask everyone, our listening audience, to please provide any questions or comments. If you'd like, you can put them in the Q&A box as well as in the chat box. We're looking out for those. Just give some persons a minute. I know sometimes you can take a minute to digest the
Sure, no
information.
problem.
Yeah,
No problem. That's
definitely.
why I've left up as well the Let's Connect, because I'm
Yes.
sure maybe after this, some persons may have some, afterthought questions, maybe some ideas they want to run, whether by myself or Hazel.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
please, don't be afraid, don't be shy. We're some of the most amazing BDMs to work with, and we enjoy
Definitely.
collaborating so much with our industry partners. It's something we take such pride and such joy in doing. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of work, but
It is.
the end product, it is so rewarding, and nothing more gratifying than going out and showcasing where we're from and doing so with pride.
Pride.
And
Yes.
having persons come up to us that have just come back, they're going down, and they just become so much more excited when they see BVI. Sometimes they literally come running. And they're like, "Oh my God, we're so happy to see you!"
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
And especially if they have on their fatigues from BVI, if they have on a shirt, a hat, and they're all in awe to showcase and say, I've been. So
I know, so not planned. And so for us, when we're out, they're in their Bitter End Yacht Club hat, their shirt, Foxy's. I mean, you name it. It really just makes our hearts smile. And the events, like I said, it's a lot of work. The BDMs in North America, we're all women at this current moment. And we're, it's a lot of administrative work before the event. Then we're setting up the event, working the event, breaking down the event, following up after the event. So it's a lot of work. But like I said, we'll make it seamless for you. You just show up, provide half the cost and show up. And such a beautiful activation that we typically do in representing our beautiful BVI.
Yeah.
So,
Felice, any questions?
Yes, we actually did just get a text message quickly. How often do you have fam trips a year? And this is for both of you.
Well, as a region within the North America, it's collective. And we try to do at least 1 to 2. The last couple of years, we've only had 1, unfortunately, for budget reasons. And then, having the support from the industry partners as well helps us, to have more FAMs. But like I said, for the last couple of years, we've only had 1. Pattern is we've normally done them in the fall, like the beginning of November or early December. And at most, we usually try to have 6 travel advisors. We try to do 1 from each region and accompanied by 2 business development managers for a total of 8. And they normally take place over 6 nights. Typically, they're solely responsible for getting there, and then we take care of everything else for them. And typically at the end of it, part of their requirement is that they complete a survey and give us feedback. which we share with our industry partners so that if, any suggestions that they recommend are shared with the industry partners for their attention and action, hopefully.
I'm so happy we got that question because it's vitally important that our partners understand that we cannot have these farms without them because we don't own the product. They are the ones that own the product. So we definitely need their support and collaboration when it comes to farm trips and being able to have more than one farm trip for the year. It's very vitally important that they partner with us on this to educate our travel agent, especially our BVI specialists who took the time out to go through our program and learn about the destination. They've sold the destination, they haven't been there, but they love the destination so much and they still push it, but they have not had an opportunity to actually come down and experience it themselves. And it's always good if it will be good if we can have more than 6 agents coming down on the farm because it helps to increase the amount of BVI specialists that we have to give the opportunity
Hazel,
to
I'm
attend.
sorry. Let me just interrupt you if you don't mind. What is a BVI specialist? You can clarify that really quickly.
Sure. The BVI specialist is someone, we have a program which we call the BVI Reveal Specialist Program. So it's a program that we have developed to educate travel agents on our tourism product. So it ranges from introduction to our private island resorts, our sailing industry. It talks about everything about our tourism product. So they go through the program. There's 5 modules, and each modules take between 9 to 20-something minutes to complete. So once they complete the program, they receive a certificate and they now become a BVI specialist. So to enhance what they've learned written or orally, we give them opportunity to come down and have a physical experience as well.
Yes,
And in addition to that, 𝗲𝗏𝗂,
yes,
once someone has become a certified BVI specialist, their contact information automatically populates on our website. So if we have any visitors interested in visiting the BVI and they want to work with a travel agent, but they don't have one or don't know where to begin, on our website, they could go and find a travel agent in their region or in their area that's a specialist of the BVI.
Yep.
thank you.
And
Thank you so
actually,
much.
just last month, I had 2 of our BVI specialists with me. One was with me in Minnesota at the show, and then another actually had a double book. So she was able to actually sit in for me at the event here in Chicago. And she's working with me to actually work with the Lincoln Park Young Professional Group to bring a group from that group to the BVI for the Lobster Festival.
All right. I do have a few questions here. Just want to get those to you, ladies. Sally Ann Riley said, "Thank you for the presentation. You are truly passionate about your work. What impact, if any, are we seeing in bookings/interest from the Northeast, given our recent geopolitical challenges in the U.S.?"
Hi, Sally Ann. How are you? People are still traveling. We encourage, it's kind of difficult to, say if there's been a decline or there hasn't been. I personally, being out there, people are still traveling. There's still such an interest from the Northeast for the BVI, sailing in particular, villas. A lot of people now I find too, and what's becoming even more appealing is people that are used to doing all-inclusives, which, they no longer want to do. There's now a need for places such as the BVI that are authentic and unspoiled and just where they could really just lay back and go at their own pace. In the Northeast, that seems to be the appeal and such a good fit for the BVI, and hence it's business as usual here in the Northeast for persons visiting the destination.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that quick response. I have one more question here. How do you select the agents? How do you select the agents? I think this was a question from earlier.
Select the agents in terms of what?
For the fam?
Fem? For the facts, for the fem.
For the fam, they're vetted. One of the first requirements is that they have to have completed the BVI revealed specialist. They have to have sold the BVI. If not sell the BVI, they had to have sold properties comparable to the BVI.
Mm-hmm. In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But they are thoroughly vetted.
Yes.
Right, okay. All right. Well, ladies, we have someone else.
Yeah, they actually have to fill out the questionnaire.
Just to change one.
Okay.
And we do tend to get an overwhelming response to our fam trips. And like I said, because we only have 6 travel advisors per fam, it's a difficult process, but we do a very thorough and efficient job in selecting the 6 from the overwhelming response that we do get. And at times, I must say that within our respective regions and with the budgets that we have, being that we only do sometimes 1 to 2 fams a year, within our regions, if budget permits, we do independent fams for some agencies.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Shonda. Oh, and I have one more follow-up question quickly from Sally Ann Riley. Are we seeing increased interest from the Canadian market?
Yes, we do. I actually just did a virtual swan tour in Vancouver, and I have about 6 requests to fill. One lady, she was looking for a luxury charter for her clients for festive, and some others were looking for villas. An agent, they're taking a group down on a cruise. Of course, they're doing a lot of the small cruise ships in the destination. And I also had requests for villas.
All right, okay. Well, ladies, I do not have any more questions at this time.
Somebody had it.
It is, that is, Nancy, Miss Williams, if you'd like to send a question, please, can you please send it via message in the Q&A box, please?
Hi, Nancy.
We would love to have your question.
So the specialist program is only for travel agents. I see someone was asking for the website for the specialist program.
Yes, I put the website there for the person to contact in terms of the specialist.
Yeah, but as Hazel mentioned, it's just for travel agents, for travel advisors.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, a BVI specialist is a travel advisor who has become a specialist. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's also, not only do they become a BVI specialist, but it's also a wealth of information that they can always use as a sales companion. I mean, us BDMs, we do a fantastic job, right, Hazel? And readily available to assist. But sometimes if they're up working 3, 4, 2 in the morning, at least they have a resource that they can quickly revert to if they need some information, because it's available offline, online. They have access to it anywhere and everywhere. So it's a really, really, really good tool for the travel advisors.
Yes, it is. Miss Nancy Williams said, "Hi, just want to say how valuable partners Shonda, Hazel, Perla, Sequoia, and Lynette have been for Scrub. Thank you all."
Yes,
Right.
thank you,
Welcome.
Nancy.
Yes,
It's always
definitely.
a pleasure. Always,
Yes.
always. And we're so grateful and appreciative of the partnership throughout the years. And we certainly look forward to many,
Yep.
many more collaborations to
Very
come.
strong partnership from Scrub. Very strong.
All right, ladies, I think that's a really positive note to end today's session on. As you can see, the contact information for Shonda Madura and Miss Shonda Madura and Miss Hazel Penn, as well as the email information. Please contact them if you'd like to connect or to collaborate, or because partners are so important to the work we do at the British Virgin Islands Tourist Board and Film Commission. See you all next week, Tuesday, as we continue this discussion with the business development managers. And next week, Tuesday, we will feature more United States BDMs, such as Sequoia, Perla, Safrica. I think that's the three. And Tasha,
Tasha?
yes, and Tasha, of course, Next week, Tuesday, this time, same place, same time. Thank you all. Thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time out today. It was so wonderful.
Definitely.
And we'll see you all next time.
Thank
Alrighty.
you. Bye-bye,
Thank you all.
everybody.
Bye. Take care.